Joined with Nikki Sun. Hello, welcome!
Hi! And welcome to Tech Nikki Speaking by Nikki Sun. Nikki Sun here to talk about the Arlo Pro 4 Spotlight camera. The best part. A PC so custom. It has my logo on it.
Samsung reached out and I was able to create my directorial debut.
NAB show spokesperson Nikki Sun.
Would you do it again?
For sure.
Absolutely.
You're zooming in on me. And at the same time, I have no director or cameraman.
Right now, you're like Asian Daenerys in my mind.
I've always been the mother of cameras.
I'm surprised I still fit it.
When other women see us in front of the camera, they're inspired to do it too.
Let's go.
Nikki's an amazing entrepreneur slash content creator slash female director slash cinematographer slash Asian ambassador.
She's talking about choosing the right camera for the job.
If one person says seeing you do this inspires me to even get into the field, that makes my day. I've done my job.
We are joined with Nikki Sun.
Oh my gosh. Hello. Can you hear me? Oh my god. This is the first time going live on my Amazon from my new location. So, what's up? Monty's in the house. I'm sure, Monty, you had already gone through so many lives already. I met Monty through Amazon, so shout out to Monty. Let me know when your live stream is, fam. I just want to check in and make sure that everything is cool with you. But hello, welcome to my first hour of Amazon Prime Day. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Nikki Sun. I talk about technology, lifestyle, home goods, and I just kind of wanted to consolidate and just talk about content creation and everyday essentials that I, as a creator and tech person and enthusiast, use on a day-to-day basis to get everything going. For instance, like my live stream. So, oh my gosh, already 2 live streams. Oh my goodness. And if you're just tuning in for the first time, just letting you know, if you sign in, you can actually chat with me in the chat. We are live, baby. I don't have any other pre-recorded stuff besides my intro, which has been a introduction of what I've been doing for the past year, 2022. I will say I went live every Tuesday from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time last year. So I did over 58 streams. I know there's only 52 weeks in the year, but your girl did go at least more during Prime Day. So it's been a minute. I moved to a new place. This is my new place. What do we think? Obviously, it's decked out with a couple of things from Amazon, which are on a Prime deal today. So I'm excited to talk about that. Also, please hit the follow button if you're just finding me on Prime Day because you're shopping right now for your deals. I am trying to go back live more frequently than before, so make sure you stay tuned. Also, how's my audio? I'm always trying out new different technologies. So today I am using the DJI mic pack with my YOLO Box Pro, equipped with 2 different cameras. I'll show you that I have 2 different cameras. Here is my other camera. Boom, right here. Here's my hands. You all caught me making tea, so I'm going to show you how I make tea with another thing that I absolutely love for my Prime deals. And yeah, so I'm just going to hit and look at the chat button right now. Oh my gosh. Monty, you're going to go. Oh my gosh. All right, well, let me know what time you're going live tomorrow, Monty. I would love to come and check you out. And I know it's PST, so let me know what you're talking about. I would love to know also that the deals that you found, because part of me doing Prime Day is I already just get excited of what hits me, and I already added to my list. So it's the stuff that I already have in my cart. So always want to help out my fellow Amazon creators because I personally don't get the commission or anything when I put it in my cart for my own thing. But when I get to tune into my tech fam on Amazon, I get to give you commission. So, and just letting you know, everything that you purchase today through my stream helps support this channel. So I appreciate you. If you're thinking about getting anything, if anything that I decide to push is something that you absolutely love, go for it. And also, if not, don't worry. The commissions aren't crazy where I'm like gonna die if you don't buy anything. This is truly just because I absolutely love this stuff and you might like it too as a content creator or someone who needs all these things in their life. What's up, Ricky? Okay, Ricky says my audio is clear but a little low, so let me make sure I put that in. You let me know. I'm gonna bump it up to a +9 decibel of a max 10. You let me know if my audio is better now, Ricky. Oh my gosh. Okay, Monty, Stream Deck, DJI Mini 3 Pro, drone deals earlier. Oh my gosh. You have to let me know. There's so many drones out there, so I just never know which one to get, and that's why I'm like super, super excited. But I would say right now, the one thing that got me really excited and out of the bed, I realized when I'm going live on Amazon, it's been 6 months since I've been live, so I'm a little out of practice, but I forget to click on things. So if you're new to this and you're watching it on a mobile phone, the things that I'm talking about, I'm gonna try to click on it as best as I can. However, if I forget to, just know that my picks are on the bottom right now of your viewing screen. If you're watching on a mobile device, it'll be at the bottom. If you're watching on a desktop, my deals are most likely gonna pop up to the left or on the bottom of the screen and you can comment on the right. But I will say this Samsung T7 Shield, I might have to get it. It wasn't this one that was glaringly out there, but it was this one right here, the Samsung T7 in 4 terabytes. So I absolutely love solid state drives. If you've followed me for a while, you know that the best way to upgrade whatever you have without really breaking the bank is through solid state drives. So for those of you who don't know what the heck I'm talking about, I have the Samsung T5 here, there's the Samsung T7s, and now there is this T7 Shields that go all the way up to 4 terabytes, which the T5s do not. I believe the T5s are only available in 500 gigabytes, 1 terabyte, and 2 terabyte. Look how thin this is. They're getting smaller and smaller, folks. For those of you who already know, I absolutely love my Kingston XS2000 because they do read and write at speeds of up to 2,000 megabytes per second. But the Samsung that's on deal right now, the Shield, up to 4 terabytes, that's an insane deal. Originally at $429, it's $199 for 4 terabytes. There are other versions too, like the 2 terabyte, 1 terabyte, and 500 gigabytes. However, including the biggest deal of them all, I would say is the 4 terabyte. So I might cop me one of these, I'm not gonna lie, because I just love being able to throw these around, travel with them. For those of you who shoot with 4K plus mirrorless or DSLR cameras, for instance, like the Blackmagic Pocket 6K camera, instead of using those SD cards, which usually only have a max capacity of 512 gigabytes, we're talking about 4 terabytes. So imagine being able to shoot all your quality content and being able to record it directly to a solid state drive. So that's right, if you are shooting high quality and you have the ability to hook up an SSD drive, USB-C, definitely pick that up. Another way to do it is if you're traveling and you're a content creator who loves to travel like I do, throwing one of these in, working off your solid state drive from your computer or my now new baby iPad. I just got to show you my new iPad. This is like, I absolutely love this. Shout out to Ricky. Hello, Richard. Oh my gosh. Hi. It's so good to see all my friends from my last year come back in. Oh, what's up, fam? I didn't even announce that I was going to go on. So this is kind of like my sneaky attack in, but I do plan to go live again. So for those of you who are like, I want to tune in, but I have to go back to work or I'm just on a lunch break, don't worry. I'm going to be streaming again at my normal, usually scheduled time at 7 p.m. I just decided Prime Day is a big day for us creators who are on Amazon, so I might as well go live twice today. But this is my new baby. For those of you who've been following me, know that I've been borrowing a friend's old iPad last year just to go live because I am a Samsung Android user, but I also have a MacBook Pro and an iPad and a YOLO box. So I'm always trying to find ways that technology can be the most universal. Because I will say the one thing that got me over back again to the iPad is they're getting rid of the lightning cords. Finally, I was like, that's not going to be universal. So when are you going to like step up and change it to a USB-C? So I have the iPad Pro as the M2 chip, but it has the USB-C port. I love the Magic Keyboard. I love being able to type and chat with you all with a full keyboard and being able to go live everywhere. I am hooked up, however, to my GH5 mirrorless camera. So for those of you who are interested in my current setup, this is what I currently have. And yeah, I know I'm all over the place, so I'm going to jump back into it. But for those of you who are interested in other things such as my tech setup or I don't know, non-tech stuff, just let me know in the comments because again, this is kind of like my test run right now before I go live again at 7. I, again, didn't really promote this, so we're just having fun today and I'm just talking about what I've been missing and just ready to get reconnected with everybody here. But yes, if you are looking for an SSD drive, the one that Samsung has right now, it's their brand new one. It's 53% off right now. So I believe if you're also a Prime user, that's the absolute biggest deal you can get. But if you're not a Prime user, consider becoming a Prime member today. I don't know where I can like add that to the cart, but these Prime deals are only available to Prime exclusive members. So being able to have 4 terabytes in the size of a credit card is fantastic, and it's 53% off right now. So I absolutely love SSD drives. I feel like I have a lot of tech friendly folks in the comment section right now. So just letting you know now that I use these. I don't even need the 4 terabytes sometimes. I'll just use the 500 gigabytes and travel with it on the road. So for instance, nowadays with your iPad Pros, they have 2 ports, which is great. I have one port for the keyboard right here that allows me to charge my iPad while I get to utilize this port for a USB-C device, which I absolutely love because our SSD drives are USB-C. So I would absolutely, instead of marking up your iPad Pro to like 2-3 times the price before internal memory, grab a SSD card. Not only is it going to be a faster processor, read up to like 1500 megabytes per second and read up to 1000 megabytes per second, you're going to be able to be able to work off the programs from your SSD card versus putting all your programs on the iPad. So for instance, all the content that I shoot on my camera, which is full gigabytes, right? There's hundreds of gigabytes. For those of us who shoot 4K, 8K, 6K, or just 1080p, it's a lot of footage. So instead of downloading it to your internal iPad or your MacBook, being able to download straight to SSD drives and being able to work off the SSD drive allows you to work off the files that are not on your computer, which slows up your processing power, and you'll be able to like edit so much faster. So that's just a little tip. I always have 2 to 4 on me at one time. So when I'm working on one at home, let's say I want to travel, but I'm going to bring my iPad instead, I'm going to leave that one at home, bring a brand new one, and that way I always have 2 interchanging when I travel and stuff. So that is just something I absolutely love. Aww. I just wanted to say hello back to the chat. What's up, Richard? It's so good to see you, Richard. I feel like between Ricky, Richard, we had so many fun names from like last year still joining me today. So it's really, really awesome to see you all. And again, Richard's always amazing about like just letting people know in the comments where to find me and stuff. I didn't know exactly what to call it, so if you guys have a better title for what you've been seeing on live that makes you drawn to click something, let me know. I am so bad with SEO. I am so bad with titles, and I admit it wholeheartedly. So if there's a better title to name my Amazon Prime deal show at 7 p.m., you let me know because I haven't even created it yet, but hopefully it'll give me enough time to promote it this time. But yeah, so below, if you're not looking for a 4 terabyte, I will say the ones that I use are anywhere from 500 gigabytes to 1 terabyte. So, you know, if you want a couple of them, go for it. But if not, no worries. And if you just want one, like that 4 terabyte is amazing. They're getting smaller and smaller. I used to have the external hard drives that you would need power attached to it as well. These are so much smaller. You don't need to have an external or electric outlet. It's literally just no moving parts, and it's the size of a credit card. So these things are amazing. If you haven't gotten your hands on an SSD before and you're looking to upgrade your current computer setup or expand your internal memory or be able to work on the go, I highly recommend it. And again, if you need more help finding the one that you need or which one I use, you can always slide in my DMs respectively, as always. But yeah, so that's that one. And I will say, the one iPad that I have right now wasn't the one with the Prime deal, but the iPad 10th generation is. And I believe that's probably the best you're going to get. To be honest, I never really see Apple products on Amazon or even Apple products in general on sale for more than 20%. Or 15% to be honest. I was actually lucky that my friend who worked at Apple hooked me up with my current iPod with like maybe 15% off, but it's the biggest discount you could possibly get. And so for those of us who are like me, wanting to test out going live on Amazon and you don't have an iOS system, I would consider getting something like an older iPad. It doesn't even have to be the fanciest of fancy iPads. So, for instance, when I was going live streaming last year, I was very grateful to have a friend to let me borrow an iPad. But for those who are really wanting to get started today, you have, let's say, an extra camera. I'm not using the iPad. So, okay, come here. This is my secret, okay? I don't use my iPad video to stream. Now that I have the iPad Pro and the camera quality is amazing, I can use that to stream if I decide to travel and I'm in Vegas, or if I'm at Miami, for instance, and I want to go live, I can do it straight from my iPad now, which I'm so grateful for. But for those of us who are utilizing external cameras like I am, like as you can tell, this is not my iPad camera, this is an external camera. I am using the Panasonic Lumix GH5 Mark II, and I have hooked it up to my YOLOBox Pro. But if you are looking to start your own Amazon live stream, your live streaming experience, I will say the one downside of being in the Amazon Influencer Creative Program or even going live is it has to be an iOS device. So I had to, for the life of me, figure out how to utilize my non-iOS devices at that time, which an iOS device would be your iPhone or an iPad, because you need to be able to have the Amazon Creator Live app that's downloaded from the Apple Play Store. The Creator Live app is not available on the Google Play Store. So this is why you have to get an iOS system. So again, if you're looking to start your own live channel, be your own creator, be able to live stream, try it out, you don't need the fanciest of fancy things. And in fact, if you already have a camera, for those of you who are already live streaming, most of the time you already have the HDMI out or input, which you can connect an external camera to. So I would suggest getting a Prime Deal iPad, like the one that I have in my carousel, or any other iOS device. If you already have an iPhone, great, but I'm talking to those creators who do not have iOS devices or do not want to switch to an iPhone like myself. I will forever be that annoying green bubble to you, but there are some amazing technologies. Just a shout out to Sunbird messaging app that's going to change the game to combine both iPhone and Android messaging systems, AirDrop, reduced file compression when you're sending images. So look out for that, fam. I am on the wait list right now for the beta, but some of my friends actually have it right now, and I so cannot wait. I so cannot wait because I absolutely utilize my Samsung S20 when I create content. Everybody just knows that there's a difference between photo quality and stuff like that. So just really, you do what floats your boat. But again, for those of you who don't have an iOS iPhone system, if you want to get like a cheaper iOS or an iPad versus getting a full-on iPad to go live, this is what I would recommend. But yeah, that's the Prime Day deal. 15% off. Again, I don't really know when Apple really goes on sale, so this is kind of like really, really cool. All right, so I will say, because I started my live stream without really getting everything that I needed ready, I'm gonna just go to this other thing because I want to make some tea right now. It's not really a Prime deal, but it is on, oh my God, that is cheaper than when I bought it. I'm kind of like mad. That's the one thing about doing Prime is I look at all the things in my cart that I have actually already purchased. So the one caveat is on Prime Day, I'm shopping for deals that I personally want myself, but also I want to be able to show you the stuff that I have. I can't just tell you like this is on deal. I like to be physically able to show you what I have in my hand. So this is actually the travel kettle. Is the same exact travel kettle that I have, and I'm gonna make some tea. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a huge tea lover. I actually don't drink coffee. I get the jitters. Who else gets the jitters? Let me know in the comments. Oh my gosh. Okay, Ricky said, you seen a pizza oven on Prime deal that I bought last year and it's 50% cheaper today. Oh my gosh, isn't that like the craziest thing? Like, I'm almost like scared. So when I went back into my order history, I was like, it's gonna hurt me so bad. It's either I'm gonna like be really excited or really sad. And most of the time, because I bought it like a year ago or maybe just even a week ago and it's Prime Day, I'm like, ugh. But I will say, I know I probably shouldn't advocate for this. My live stream might actually be taken down for that. But okay, maybe we won't say that. But I'm just saying, 30-day policy, Prime Day. If you got it last week and it's like cheaper or half off today, you know, do your thing. do your thing. Do you, boo. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to share with you one of my absolute favorite quick things. Oh my gosh, Brian's in town. What's up? Oh my gosh, we have all the cool people in here right now. All right, right. I just have to like find my phone right now because I literally just pressed send on my Instagram stories that I was going live. And then I don't know if it went through because I had to do it twice. So my thing might be vibrating right now. So I'm just gonna check it in live time with you. So I'm like really live today. Let me just make sure that my thing posts. I'm assuming that's how you all found, like Brian got on my live stream, right? Because I'm like, okay, oh yeah. Okay, cool. 23, 23, 23. Oh yeah, I accidentally posted it twice. Because the first time I posted it, it didn't do that little pink ring around my profile. So I didn't know if it went through. And it was like, when I was doing live, I put my countdown and then I put my 1 minute Technicky speaking reel, and then it was right to the minute when I hear that, you know, if it means that one person changes their life, then it's all worth it. Like I'm like, oh no, and so I had to do it one more time. So it's like on there right now. So shout out to the people who happen to be available in the middle of the day. That is I. That is you. That is we. Cool, cool, cool. Awesome. All right, cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. But yeah, okay, all right. So again, since my voice needs the la 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 la, I will show you what I do for these tea kettles. So this travel kettle has been amazing because let's say, for instance, you go to hotels, you travel a lot. There is a hot water pot that is mostly a multi-dual purpose, and when you stream just water through it, you're gonna taste the after effects of coffee. I hate that. Or if you wanna get some hot water to put in anything instant, like your instant ramen or your instant noodles, you wanna be able to just heat up water, purely water, and you need something that's travel friendly. I love this travel kettle. So when I went to NAB, for instance, tea over there is like $6. And personally, I refuse to pay $6 for a tea bag that I can just grab at one of the other hotels in the bottom and water. So I decided now, since my last 2 NAB shows, that this NAB show or the National Association of Broadcasters show would be different. Because when you're talking a lot like I do, I taught like, let me put my phone on vibrate. Let me just tell, my friends are like texting. I'm like, I'm live right now. I'm alive right now. Let me just put the link. I've learned to just copy paste my stuff nowadays, so then it's easier to just tell people I'm live. Ricky says, I try not to look at the current price of stuff I bought previously. Yeah, I think that's probably like a good idea. So anyways, we're gonna make tea in real time. I know I get distracted a lot and I apologize. Let me add a video source so that you can see me making tea at the same time. Let me do a multi-view. Oh, it's been such a minute since I've done, oh, let me try split view. So if I do split view, select a source, we'll do this one, and okay, this one, and then we'll do this one. And let's see what happens when we go together. We go together like okay, so I'm gonna be done with that. All right, so let's do split view. Cool, cool, cool. So you can see me and my hands. Oh yeah, here's my hands. Here is my cup. Oh, P.S. Shout out to my girlfriend, Kim, for making me this custom mug from her Cricut machine. Is it Cricut or Cricut? Because I don't know. But look at this. This is our podcast. This is me from the podcast. Well, I look so different. And this was my old setup from when I was doing Amazon live shows last year at my old place. This is my new place now, so it's crazy. And this is my logo for Technicky Speaking. Oh no. But all right, so I'm gonna put it in here. Thanks, Richard. I love this cup too. But shout out to my friend who literally was like, I'm gonna test this Cricut machine on your like life. And I was like, thank you. So I was like, just call it a Christmas present. This is still so new. I have not taken off like the tag or the glazed thing. So I'm gonna just like trying to move this closer. We'll do this here. But yeah, so I'm just gonna undo that. So you'll see like the little tea canisters like this. And there is an LED screen, but we'll show you once I get this fired up. So again, this is for all my travelers out there who want their own way to heat up water. That doesn't mean sharing a half coffee filter in your hotel room or trying to, I don't know. This is also great because you're able to also, oh, here it goes. You're also able to carry this in your backpack. All right, cool. So this is like an LED screen, but I'm gonna put some water in it first. I feel like you can see here too. Like, yeah, I was like trying to get really close here. There it goes. All right, so here to here. Okay, this is better. So I just plugged it in. There is an electric cord over here. And again, this is so small. Here is my water jug, and this is my tea kettle. It's actually like the same like size width-wise. Actually, the tea kettle is actually a lot smaller. But I believe you can put up to like 12 ounces of water in here. But we shall do this together, okay? So I'm going to put this here. You can see the LED light right here. All right, cool. So I'm going to open this like this. And I'm just going to pour some water in here. Actually, I'm just going to like pour this kind of water in there. Okay. I realized I should probably do it outside of my electronics. Hi, Dawn. Okay, so I'm going to use this. This is also in my Amazon store, and it's also on Prime Deal. So if you like scroll a little bit more, these are my favorite cups ever. But yeah, I'm just going to show you for the purposes of this. I'm going to pour the water in here. There is a max fill line, so don't worry about like, oh no, like I overfilled it. There is a max fill line in the top of here. It says max and there's a line. But I will say, I personally, it says that you could close it while you're steaming it or heating it up. But for the purpose of things over boiling and combustion wise, I just leave it open. So because I leave it open, I feel like I can actually go to the max fill line because if I the water just bounced in my eye. But yeah, but if you are trying to close it and cook it at the same time or heat it up, can't speak today. I didn't have breakfast yet. I literally like was setting up my live stream and I forgot to eat. So I was like, oh yeah, that's not a good idea. Okay, so I didn't fill it all the way up to the max line. I left it open, as you can see, and I plugged it in, as you can see right here. Now, if you look here, I'm gonna turn this around. I'm trying to let you see this part right here. But I'm gonna press this button, and then there's a heat timer, and then 212 is like boiling, but I'm gonna go one a little bit more. So if you keep clicking it, that'll be fine. And then when you're ready to do that, you just press the play button. And then once you press the play button, it's gonna go back to where it is right now. So right now it's saying internally it is 75. Hold on, let me do this again. You can't do it when it's like this. Okay, cool. All right, so usually just to make sure, this number should go up soon. Like if it's up, there it goes. So that's how you know it's actually on. So just a little side note for like these electronic devices. I've set it at 194. I press the play button to get it to start. And then it's just gonna go all the way to 194 and it'll beep. So while this is getting ready, when I am changing, doing my makeup in the morning at the hotel, I can have hot water. The one thing you can do is after you heat it up, you can also bring this cord with you. So let's say you brought it to the hotel, but you want to bring it on your convention show. So I know a lot of people at NAB, super professional, huge networking opportunity, but then you might not always have hot water everywhere. And for those who do not drink coffee like me, because I would be presenting at the speed of light if I was on coffee, I just bring tea bags, a myriad of tea bags in my bag wherever I go, and I just bring this cup now. So I really love being able to have a hot water at the ready. And again, there's different temperatures. Like sometimes too, I get into the habit of if I heat it, it's too hot, can't drink it, but I leave it to cool a little too much that it cools down so much I have to pop it in the microwave. So I'm trying to prevent that. So I don't even think I needed to go to 194, but I just wanted to show you how fast it gets to 194 in real time. There's no speeding up in a live stream, so I just wanted to show you what it was doing for where it was at. So let's see where it's at right now. It is at 109. It's at 109 right now. So this is like a really, really awesome. And while it's waiting and I'm getting my cup ready over here and my tea ready, I'm just going to go back to the chat. Oh my gosh. Ricky said he skipped lunch and his stomach just realized that, yeah, isn't it crazy when your stomach is the one that lets you know all these things? And that's the crazy part. We need to be better about eating. Here, let me go this way since this is a tech product. Let me do that right there. So while that's doing that, yeah. Oh my gosh, great idea. I could also set up a kiosk outside the hall and sell tea. You know, I think I'd make a killing. That's the one thing too. I want to normalize tea because coffee is just so strong. I love the smell of coffee though, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love it. But when I was growing up, just sharing a story, when I was growing up, I only wanted to go to places like Starbucks or a coffee shop just because all my friends were doing it, but I didn't drink coffee. I didn't start my addiction to any coffee or anything in the morning. But it was that thing to do, right? It's almost like a rite of passage. You get up in the morning, you kind of want to reward yourself for waking up early and get your day going before you go to school or sit through a lecture. It's always nice to just have that hot cup of you-know-what. You know, I don't know why they call it cup of Java in the morning. I just wanted something like that. But then when you would go to Starbucks, it's like, it's $5.35 now for like a blended coffee with all the works and like, you know, pumps of vanilla syrup and all this stuff. And then for tea, like no matter what size you get, they charge you differently for hot water essentially and a tea bag. So I just felt like it was never comparable, that experience, until boba shops came around. Okay, I love me a good boba. I love me a good bubble tea. I love it. But why is it that all these boba shops don't open till 11 or noon? I'm like, I have to wait till my lunchtime to get a boba. So yeah, my morning experience has been forever changed because of this travel kettle. So that is a strong statement. Oh my gosh, you can see it's, oh wait, I don't know if you can see it, like, but it's steaming right now. I kind of want to like, hold on. Let me back up my camera really quick while you can see all the stuff I put in the background of my new place. Let me just zoom out a little bit. There it goes. You can see all my cords though, but yeah. Okay, cool. So you can see this a little bit better. But it is steaming right now. Let me move this back a little bit because I had to move it forward before. Let's do that. See, you guys are right here on my iPad right now. Normally, I would have this over my table, but again, I'm still figuring this out. This is my first live stream, official live stream, since being in this new place. So I'm still figuring some things out. Oh my gosh, woohoo! Oh my gosh, Richard just told me that I hit 1,000 likes for my live stream. So whoever's been like tapping that like, which I have not told anybody to do. Again, we all don't know what these hearts do, but if it means other people could accidentally stumble upon this magical live stream and also be blessed with the knowledge that I'm about to provide, maybe we should do that. So yeah, thank you so much. And I don't know, click on things too. I don't know if it means if you buy things that I get credit, but now it's tracking clicks. So I have a 1 click, but I don't know if clicking on things takes you out of the stream. So maybe that's why people aren't clicking, but I appreciate the likes. Again, I don't know what it does, but we are just like cooking here together. Okay, all right, let me move it a little forward so you can see the steam. Ooh, I think it's almost there. Okay, yeah, it's at 188. But we're gonna like make my tea together, and I'm gonna show you how fun and simple this has been. And I'm not gonna lie, it is a conversation. Oh, you hear that? It beeps. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. Oh my gosh, I'm just trying to like make this screen bigger so I can see you all, because I don't have my glasses on right now. All right, so that just finished. You can see the steam over here. Today I just grabbed Earl Grey. So yesterday my cousin and I went to the Lavender Festival in Cherry Valley. It was about an hour away from where I currently now live in Anaheim, but I wanted to zoom out on that. I just grabbed it. I purchased some fresh lavender. It smells so good. But fresh lavender, you can actually cook with it and then you can dry it, but I don't plan on cooking with it, but these last longer. So I was able to either buy already dried lavender, or I can get fresh lavender, have multiple uses, dry these out. It just can't touch water, so stay away from this tea kettle. And it can last up to 2 years with the scent of lavender. So this is fresh lavender, y'all. I've never seen fresh lavender before. I've only seen dry, so I just wanted to show you findings from yesterday, but it smells so good. And I actually, I might just do it right now, because when else am I gonna have a cup of tea? But I got the Earl Grey lavender honey. This is Earl Grey tea, smelling lavender. I mean, this might be a great combination. So I will put some Earl Grey lavender honey into my Earl Grey tea. Oh my gosh, thanks for the idea, fam. You're always so nice. You're always so wonderful in giving me all these ideas. Okay, so the thing about this too is once it hits that number, it's gonna go down, right? But if you held the play button, it'll stay at that. But it's okay. I don't want to have it over temperatures or whatever. So I'm just gonna remove the power outlet ever so slightly and gently. So this is the power prong, and pull that out right here. And then I'm just going to open my tea. But this is me every morning when I was at the NAB show, because I actually taught 11 classes at NAB, and it was anywhere from how to build camera confident, like I totally butchered that. It's anywhere from classes like how to build on-camera confidence to how to create compelling interviews, ask interview questions, live streaming, audio 101. They always tell me to teach a class on audio, which I find funny. So that's why I'm like, Ricky was saying that he couldn't hear me. I'm like, oops, I failed that class. But I think it just shows you, right, in terms of building on-camera confidence, is like, you know this better than anybody else, and people are just wanting to listen and learn. So when you are teaching from a place of value and education, I feel that's something to keep in mind when anybody does a live stream. You're switching it from the fear of no one's watching to like the person who is watching, to that one person who might be watching or no one's watching. Somebody's always watching, and it only takes that one person to find you and really just resonate, and then you have like a fan, a friend for life. I really stray away from the word fan because I think that can be a little dangerous. But yeah, having supporters and friends online to like come and support is like super, super awesome. When I first started on my Amazon streams, I just was doing it as a way to be consistent. And now I found so many awesome people through this. And I've had the product marketing directors sit in on my live stream and offer me brand deals. And I didn't have a lot of people. I still don't have a lot of people. But the thing is, I'm not catering to thousands of people. I'm catering to the people who show up consistently to watch me because I know my audience. So I just wanted to share that out there for those of you who are like really looking at your numbers. And I think authenticity is so much more important, and it's coming back in style and trend as it should be. And being able to speak on things that you absolutely love in life prevents you from actually burning out. So you think about all the creators that you absolutely love who have to create content, because I've been told this before from other creators who feel like they have to post they have to go live every day or every Tuesday and Thursday to stay relevant. I'm like, that is such a horrible world to live in. So do what you love, and eventually I promise you, the people that are supposed to find you or that are meant to find you will find you. But yeah, that's the tea for today. And speaking of tea, it is ready. So again, this is the travel kettle. A story comes with every little product that I touch, apparently, like an hour story. But this is the travel kettle that I got. It's currently on an Amazon deal right now. I purchased these as gifts for my family and my friends because I'm always thinking about what's something cool that someone may not have. You may have a tea kettle, you may have a teapot, but is it travel friendly? Is it portable friendly? Will it stick in one of those backpack pull out water bottle things? This actually fits in a backpack. And so I was actually putting this in my water bottle holder when I was rolling around my bag across NAB shows. So I didn't have to hold anything. I put the wire in here with tea bags, and now I have hot water. You can still see the steam popping out of it. I don't know if you can see that, but like the steam is still coming out of my head. And now I'm finally, y'all been watching me. Let me go back to this version. I'm finally gonna pour this in here. So oh yeah, like this is so satisfying. Do you see the steam coming out? Oh wow. And yeah, there it goes, all it is. And I would definitely recommend to keep the water. I don't like putting the tea bag straight into here because then it just, God forbid, the thing is, when you get this, it's because you're on the go. So you don't want to be on the go and forget that you had tea bags and other things in here when you need it. So I would recommend bring a separate cup, bring a separate mug with you if you can. It would have been even better if this product had an actual deeper cup that twisted on the top. Just some food for thought. Like if I were to re-innovate or redesign this, it would be this like tea kettle, electric tea kettle with the top being an actual cup. And I think I can just pour it in here. So I'll like think about it. Okay, I just gave you like a really great idea. I'm pretty sure they have them out there, but this is like the perfect size. The cord is like the perfect cord to just throw in your bag with you. But yeah, I was able to heat up water in this vessel immediately to have and make myself a cup of tea. But yeah, so I'm gonna let that sit for 4 minutes. So always read the instructions on your tea. For some of you who never had tea before, sometimes may not realize that each tea bag comes with instructions on the back, because not all teas are created equally. Especially, I have like a fancy tea kettle as well. And I will also let you know, okay, while this is brewing for 4 minutes, this is what I'll do. Oh, and this is what's also on sale, but Alexa, set timer for 4 minutes.
4 minutes, starting now.
All right, cool. If you all just had a device and I set it off, I am extremely sorry, not sorry. But this is how I'm able to make sure that whatever my mind has going on at all times, because I multitask a lot and I'm able to feel like a high functioning adult because I have smart devices like Alexa, you know. And speaking of Alexa, I will say my absolute favorite generation of the Echo Dot is now 50% off. This is the best time to ever get any voice activated devices or any complimentary ones, because this is going to be the day, because it's owned by Amazon, that it's 50% off. So if you've been thinking about getting a Echo Dot to smart home or start the beginnings of your smart tech home, I would highly consider the Echo Dot, and specifically the 5th gen. So the one that I had was the 4th gen, and that was because it had a clock. Now there's a 5th gen, and it still has the clock. So I will say having that clock visibly show on the outside of your dot does wonders, because you're able to see like a dot below it when you set a timer. You're able to just see the time. For instance, like when I'm going live, I want a clock, but I don't want to have a physical, another analog clock anywhere else to take up space. So being able to just look at the time tells me where I'm at. Also, I can look at my iPad, but it's also nice to look at a clock as well. And another thing too is like they have these new Echo Pop ones. So I'm not gonna lie, this one's 55% off. I don't have one. This is going in my cart, because this one is going to be a great complementary to all my Alexa devices. Oh shoot, I'm like, did it set it off? Okay, good. To all my, you know what, devices. But this one's made specifically for sound. So that's the one thing. I mean, the sound quality hasn't been too terrible for the Echo Dots, but this is a new product. If I'm going to try it out, it's 55% off. This is the time. And it comes in purple. Like every time I see this kind of purple now, I call it the BTS purple. So shout out to the BTS army. But every time I see this kind of shade of purple or lavender, as I was saying, this lavender, it does remind me of such a fun futuristic color. So when I see like any device, they usually have it in black, gray, or some pop of color, but this has been like such a pretty color. So I probably would put the Echo Pop in the purple lavender. That looks more like a lavender to me. In my cart, and I want to give it a try, because I currently have one Echo Dot Generation 4 with the clock in my room, because that's my favorite. I have one without the clock in the kitchen, and then I have like an Echo Dot, which is like the first generation that doesn't even have the sphere look. It's like that little disc, the little hockey puck in the bedroom. But when I sync them all together, I want them all to kind of sound the same. So I might, instead of the Echo Dot in that room, either get another, maybe I might do like a Generation 5 or get this one instead, because I do want to see the time and the clock. So yeah, just do yourself a favor. If you want to get one and you've never got one before and you have Amazon Prime, you already know this. Try it out. in 30 days, if you don't like it, you can always return it free of charge, which I absolutely love. You can drop it off to any Whole Foods or Amazon Locker or UPS, which I do because I have a mailbox there as well. But you're able to do that. So I just love that. Oh, and there it goes. And I just tell her, stop. You don't even have to say the name. Okay, maybe she doesn't know that I'm talking to her. Alexa, stop. She's on one today. Alexa, stop. 4-minute timer stopped on Nikki's Echo Dot. Well, now y'all know the name of my dot. Okay, so just because I have wireless, I guess, should we test it out? You can see what's behind me while I add it. Nelson! Oh my gosh, just in time. Okay, so you'll be able to admire my brand new set. Let me know what you like or don't like about it. If you can't see certain things or if you want me to explain certain things. Again, this is always a work in progress. But my 4-minute timer just went off. We just made a fresh batch of tea, but as the package says, you should only brew it for 4 minutes, otherwise it's gonna get really bitter, especially the Earl Grey. And what I do to combat the bitterness is add some honey and some milk, so I will BRB. And while I do that, you know what? I could probably play a local video. No, it's okay. I trust you all. I trust you all to not walk away. So actually, here you go. While it's here, just so the people know, I believe I go live on the pages of these products when I click on them. So since we're going to be talking about this desk that I just got from Amazon, you can admire that with this, and I'll be BRB, but you can still hear me. I'll still talk to you. I need to go get some milk. But yeah, this is my new place. Enjoy. I'm still here. Okay, let's test the distance on this thing. I am in my kitchen. P.S. The mic that I'm using is the DJI mic, and it has 2 transmitters, 1 receiver. It also has all the adapters that I absolutely need for it, which is the Lightning for those of us who are iPhone users, and then the USB-C. So I'm able to charge everything on this audio device with the USB-C cord, which I absolutely love. And it's like 10 hours of extra charge time with the case. All right, guys, I'm gonna come back in a minute. I'm just grabbing this lavender honey, and I am going to grab a butter knife just in case I can't open it and appear like a weakling in front of y'all. And let's see, a spoon, because I want to get the honey out, and then let's see, one of these cups because these are cute, and a napkin in case I put honey everywhere. All right, I am coming back over, y'all. Coming around the corner. Okay, here we go. All right, so I got this. All right, I'm coming. All right. Hi, friends. Okay, did you miss me? All right, cool. So now I'm gonna open this because I got all of these things yesterday. So you all are literally the first people to see all my new fun stuff. All right, here we go. Okay, so I brought a little, isn't this cute? I love these. I make little creme brulees or non-dairy panna cotta in these. Super cute. And then I have my spoon and my knife, because sometimes I can't open this jar and I have to like bang it on the side, because I've never opened this one before. So I've put a little milk in my tea already. So again, we had the Earl Grey tea, and when I put a little milk, it gets a little like this, but this is my favorite way to make the tea. And again, yesterday I went to the Lavender Festival. Everything just smells so good. I've never had lavender honey before, but look, lavender Earl Grey infused honey. Like, this is from a small batch on the farm. This is not something you can get on Amazon. So this is my thing that's not. Okay, I'm just going to say, ooh. Our gourmet honeys are infused with herbs and flowers handpicked from our 2,400 acre, that's how big that acre was yesterday, okay, certified organic farm in California, Cherry Valley, y'all. So again, this lavender is fresh from the Cherry Valley Lavender Festival, which is still happening, by the way. So if you're actually in the Southern California area or LA area, it's a bit of a drive to the east side, but like if you're in Moreno Valley, for instance, Anaheim, anywhere on the east side, Irvine, like it'll be a closer drive to you. But they have full on, excuse me, lavender in bloom right now. It smells so good when you get there. And then at the same time, you can buy things that are lavender infused, created with lavender. They have lavender ice cream, lavender lemonade, lavender hand soaps, lotions. But it's also really, really good for you in like terms of calming your stress. But I was like, oh, I'm going to try this. Okay, so let's see if I can open this. Oh, okay, it actually was easier than I thought. Okay, I was panicking. Okay. Wow, that is like lavender. That is strong. Okay. Well, all right. Okay. That smells like lavender. Okay. I guess I don't know what I was expecting. But yeah, this is a Earl Grey infused, lavender infused honey. So I'm just going to put a little bit. And then before I... Okay. I'm laughing because I realize people on this product for the computer desk behind me are going to be so confused if they click on it and I'm like stirring lavender Earl Grey infused honey into my cup. Okay. Oh man, I need to drink some water. I think I inhaled a lavender piece or something. Okay, that's cool. That's better. Okay. Nelson says, if you put it into the non-Earl Grey tea, does it make the tea taste like Earl Grey? You know, that's a good question. I shall try. Okay. Actually, okay, you guys saw me, my witness. I didn't even try the honey yet by itself, and I haven't even tried the tea with the milk yet. I'm going to clear my palate, and I'm not someone who like dips back into the honey. That's just barbaric. So I'm just going to, with the honey that was on my spoon, try it. Ooh! I mean, that's good. Man, okay, that literally tasted like Earl Grey lavender tea, honey, like exactly what it is. You know how there's some things when it says it's something and it does not taste anything like it? This is exactly what you'd expect. It's like sniffing fresh lavender from a field. And here's the thing, Earl Grey is already very floral in nature. It's like my favorite tea, but when you mix it with milk and honey. So I cannot wait to try this lavender Earl Grey infused honey with Earl Grey tea. All right, so let me just clean that up. All right, cool. But yeah, this is what it was. Again, this is not on Amazon, but if you decide to check out the Lavender Festival in Cherry Valley, I believe it's going on for another week or so, so make sure you go. You get tickets online ahead of time as well as parking, but tickets were like $5, and you don't have to buy anything that's lavender. You can also be there for the photo moments, be in the many fields of, again, 2,400 acres of fresh lavender. But it's really hot, so it's from like 5 to 9 during the week. I would definitely go. Like my cousin and I and her new baby, we literally got there at 8:15, and it actually was plenty of time. Like the sun was just setting. You can go a little earlier, but it gets really, really hot. So if you have babies or you can't stand the heat, you can go towards the later times. But there's live music, and I'm just gonna put this right here. This is what it came with. So I did that. All right, let's try this. All right, so hopefully that answered your question, Nelson. It does. The honey by itself just tastes like consuming Earl honey tea. Okay, so let me do that here. All right, let's try this. Let's give it a sip. Oh wow. Okay. Okay, I see you. That is very in Chinese you would say ho hang. And if you're Nelson's Chinese, but I'm like, if you didn't understand that, I don't know. I wasn't trying to say anything in Chinese. But it's very like flavorful in Cantonese. But yeah, this is really good. Mm-hmm. Ah, you know what? I love teas, especially like this, because it feels like a warm hug. I'm sure coffee can taste like that too, but I always, every time I'm around coffee drinkers, I feel like it's like a part of their personality. It's like, I need coffee in order to function, and I need to be like, blah, blah, blah. And sorry if I offended you if you're drinking coffee, but that's just like why, like on tea. This is a decaffeinated tea, by the way. So Earl Grey, you have decaffeinated and also you have caffeinated. And I realized with coffee, because of the jitters, I guess I could go for decaf. I think other people are just like, what's the point? But I mean, I guess the same thing with tea. Like, there's decaffeinated teas because you just want to feel more calm. I don't want the jitter. So, yeah, if you have needed a reason to switch to like tea, like again, this travel vessel, super cool to bring with you. This is my new travel buddy to heat up and boil my water for my instant noodles, a quick snack, or just even tea, which tea is a whole meal to me. This is kind of all I have in the morning for breakfast. So because I didn't have my morning tea and I'm having it now at 2 p.m., this is why I'm showing you how to make food. So it's just like the same as my Amazon live stream. So it's great. Yay! Nelson says it means flavorful. Woohoo! Ho hang. Ho hang. Okay, so now that I'm back, and now that I have a cup of tea, and now my throat's feeling like nice and relaxed and smooth. It was a little itchy before because I was just like not ready for this morningness. Oh, the sun's coming out too. So, okay, so one of the reasons, I accidentally activated my Siri. I'm just so like not used to, like, stop. How do you do this? Stop. Okay, cool. All right. So, now let's get back into why we're here. Today is Prime Day, and I actually, when I first was creating content, I actually was creating from this way. So the table was actually along this wall in this L shape, but this is for this shape. And here's the reason why. My window is this way. So I wanted to be able to get the natural lighting, which this is my natural lighting, plus a little help from the Aperture lantern and the 120D light from Amaran, which is amazing. It wasn't an Amazon deal, so I didn't put it in my thing. But again, if you guys are looking for filmmaking, live streaming, mobile content creation, like all the lists that I have, it's on my Amazon storefront. I just didn't want to throw that into my Prime Day section just because it wasn't a Prime Day deal. But if you're looking for everything else that I use to make my setup, like I have lists for a reason, and I'll just always just send you to my homepage. So as Richard was saying, it's on there. It's amazon.com/shop/Nikki Sun. Actually, I know I do have a text and an overlay. I actually haven't tried utilizing that in a while. Oh, am I going live on Facebook and YouTube right now? Oh my gosh, I am. Hello to my Facebook community. I realize I haven't looked at all their I am realizing I'm just looking at it now. Oh my gosh, Sun Frog. Hello. I'm sorry if I didn't like see your comment. So I forgot that I totally am also live streaming to Facebook and YouTube. So hello. But yeah, here, let me, there's my layers. Okay, here we go. Let's see, shop my gear. Here we go. So for those of you, no matter where you're watching from, if you're watching me on YouTube, Facebook, or even Amazon, and the way I'm able to do that, by the way, is with the YOLOBox Pro, which is a encoder that allows me to put up to 3 full-size full HDMI cameras to my YOLOBox. I'm allowed to switch such as this. I can do split view, stuff like that. I can go to this view, this, all those things. I can even put in like pre-B-roll like you saw earlier with my video intro. But if you want to know all of that stuff, all that magical wondrous stuff. Again, some may be on Prime Day deals, but a lot of the stuff that I like apparently doesn't have deals sometimes. So they're on my page. This is the link here. Feel free to go to this website. So again, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, the best way to view this live stream and my live stream that I'm gonna have later at 7 p.m. is gonna be really right here. Because when you're watching on Amazon, you're actually seeing the products on your phone or on your desktop, and you're able to just click it and you can leave comments, and I'm interacting with our film community on here. Richard says, come meet Nikki. Richard's the best. Nelson's over here. So again, this is where to go. I wish there was an easier way. Like, I don't think you can search users on Amazon like you can do YouTube. So there's a couple of things that I would love to have Amazon adopt before fully going on this platform, but this is the reason why I am multi-streaming to multiple places, because I have different audiences all over the place. But I will say, when I do go live for Amazon specifically, I would highly recommend joining me, following me on Amazon, because all my playlists again are there. Anything that you purchase from my store also benefits and supports my channel. I get a small commission with anything that you purchase through my list. So if you're gonna get it anyways, it doesn't cost you anything additional, and it also supports me at the same time. So I feel like that's a win-win. So yeah, make sure you favorite that page. Also click follow, because I think allegedly, again, I don't have an iOS device until my iPad. I think when I go live, I actually notify, people get notified when I go live. So just want to clarify with that with the folks in the comment section. Did you all get a notification when I went live? Or did you all get a notification when I scheduled the live? Or do you get both? Like, do you get a notification when I schedule an event or when I go live? Or both? So let me know. And then, oh, Richard says that you can actually search Nikki Sun on Amazon. So I did change my name, because before it was Tech Nikki Speaking, but I realized people are not going to find me that way, because half the time people don't know Tech Nikki is a play off of my name, Tech Nikki, and the pun Technically Speaking. So I was like, I should put my name in it. So I changed my name to just Nikki Sun, and then Amazon finds my Nikki Sun. So hopefully, if you type in one of those things, or my name, hopefully I pop up. Oh, cool. Nelson says, I didn't get any notification. I just happened to see you live streaming on YouTube and then checked Amazon. Awesome. See, so this is why I go live everywhere all at once. I forgot the everything, but I'm like, it doesn't make sense. Because again, like, I haven't gone live streaming for like over 7 months now. So it's like, I still hear y'all. So I thought it was a good way to come back on Amazon Prime Day. Then also I can like be on when there's more users on Amazon. But yeah, so that is where all that lives. So I'm just gonna go back to the comment section. So the cool thing on YOLObox is, because this was actually a little tricky before, and I haven't been on YOLObox for like 7 months. So I did all the upgrades and all the updates, and now my comments are actually syncing a lot better. So I have reconnected my YouTube and Facebook, and now I'm seeing all the comments. So hello Lola, Sunfrog, any cell phone deals? There is a Samsung's Flip deal, I believe. I'm not sure about the iPhones. Hello Gustavo, Kubati. Oh, this is really cool. All right, well, thank you. So it's like really cool because all my comments are consolidated. Oh, this is sick. And okay, I have to show you. All right. I gotta do this again. Again, I get so distracted. But let's talk about this table. I think I selected this table for like the past 20 minutes that I've been talking about tea and going live. All right, okay. All right, where were we? Okay. So this table by Roland Star, I got it in white because again, I like shout out to my partner for like installing my background. We got the background from Home Depot actually though. So it's actually like a vinyl sticker for wood, and we were able to stick it on the wall, but just for extra safekeeping, we nail gunned everything to the wall, but it's like a tiny nail. So I love being able to do this, but I realized it was just getting really dark, and I wanted to be able to brighten that up a little bit. So in order to brighten it up, I wanted more white, because being able to bring in elements like lighting will allow it to bounce off of the whiteboards, as you can see right here, case in point. So when you have LED strips underneath, having that white allows it to bounce off a lot better and bring more ambient light to your set. And I also wanted something with a little bit more depth. So I got this table, I put it at this angle instead, because again, I get really natural light coming from the front. And then I also have these lights. And you know me, I'm also about a good LED light. I'm gonna show you. So it came with the remote control. So the desk does come with LED lights. It's honestly a light strip with a sticker on it though, so you can put it anywhere. You don't even have to utilize it with the desk. Like, it's actually just plugged in through a USB-A cord at the very end. So it's just inside of, you know, my onboard electric slip, which I really love, because I don't have to go underneath the table to climb. I can literally have 3 outlets and 1 or 2. I have 2. Let me see. I like to be precise. Let's see. So it's like 3 and then 2. Okay, so there's like 3 electric outlets and 2 USB-A inputs. So, Peter, what's up? Oh my gosh, so cool to see you. Welcome to my new set, my new life, my new everything. I've been MIA for the last 6 months, but I'm back. But this is my new set. We're just talking about this table that I got. Apparently, the white one you can no longer get, so I do apologize. But I think there's the black and the wooden one. So for those of you with white walls, you know, maybe the wooden one is fun, or the black one would be fun. But because I have more wooden walls, I didn't want wood on wood. So I got the white one. I'm able to do the lights like so. It does come with onboard electric inputs, so you don't have to crawl underneath. It does need to connect to some outlet though, so the top ones work. So I do have an outlet right there. I did angle it. The coolest thing too is it fits my custom made PC by Puget Systems. And this thing, if you haven't seen my video, it's on YouTube. Type in like Puget Systems custom PC. I did like a 20-minute video. It might even be 30 minutes. It was like a full-on documentary, but I was challenging myself to shoot, fly to Seattle, interview the president, John Bach of Puget Systems, and create this documentary and edit on this PC utilizing, I believe I utilized Vegas Pro, because that was another client of mine at one time too. So I was like, all right, I was editing Vegas Pro on a 30-minute documentary utilizing the new Puget Systems PC that they had custom built for me. And I wanted to let you know that it fits perfectly. So for those of you who've been wanting to showcase your PC like I have, this desk is actually really great. I think it's really nice for the price range. It came in like it came in 1 box, and it was just like the top panels that that are 2. Oh, let me sip my lavender Earl Grey infused honey tea, because my throat's doing that thing again. Okay, but I think it's really great for what it is. It's actually pretty small, so it's not like a huge desk. I could probably put like 4 of these in my room, to be honest, or my studio, if I wanted to set up like a mini like open office desk situation, but I just needed 1. So again, I faced it towards the window so I get the natural lighting this way. And when it's nighttime, I can close the curtains, and then I can still use the key light, so I still have a different kind of lighting. In the daytime, I look a little bit more golden in like skin tone. Yeah, I've also been tanning a lot more because I just have way more sunshine here than in my last place. I felt like I was in a little cave dungeon, because it was like I had no natural lighting. So I'm like, I have a window in my studio now. I'm gonna utilize it. So when we are looking at designing our spaces, designing our space for content creation, knowing that you film both vertically and horizontally, I want to make sure that I get it right. So actually, if I flip my camera to a vertical, my desk is at the bottom, so you'll be able to see the product, and everything is more like this. So I love knowing that I can have like what I want in the background, both vertically and horizontally. Also, my door on the back is open, so that's not my door shut. And I was able to just like, here's the handle, and I was just like, let me just cover that with my lavender. So I'm able to do that. And if I wanted to, I can turn on the hallway light and give you some more practical lighting right here. So we call these practicals, right? These are practical lighting. So without it, it might look, you know, very different. This is like a little practical lighting too in a way, because as I mentioned, I'll show you without. So this control does come with this table. I just turn it off. But see, like, this is what it would look like without it. And let me turn off the practical light too, so you can like see it as well. But okay, see? So this would be what my setup would look like. It's not bad. Like, I wouldn't say it's like not bad. At least you can see it. It's well lit. But I mean, when you start introducing practical lights, that just adds more dimension, right? And also this control, you're able to just click straight to the colors. There's different modes. Here, let me go through a mode so you can see what it does. So this is a mode. This is a blinking mode. There's the switch. There is a more, what is this one? Like a flashy one. Like, I would never really utilize these because, for instance, if you are wanting to record this video and chop it up later, it's gonna look harder in editing. So you always want to work smarter, not harder. So I just always try to keep it one light now. There's also this one. I do like this one as well because it just transitions so seamlessly from one color to the other. But this is like fun if you're like doing a live stream as well. But again, like if you want to use this content and repurpose for the future, it might be a little bit more difficult to edit because you might want to take out an and it didn't cycle back to the color, so it's going to go green, pink. And if you wanted to cut out the so it's like less noticeable, well, the background light's going to make it more noticeable now. So it's like kind of like counterintuitive to what you wanted. But yeah, and then I'll show you some different colors. Well, you saw all the colors, but then the solid colors, if you want to get out of the mode easier. So I was doing this thing and I just wanted to share, like beforehand, I was like, oh man, I wanted the mode to stay the same color again, not go through all those different modes. And I was clicking mode so many times when I realized I could have just clicked a different color and keep it on like this. So there's different colors. If anything, I'll just go through the cycle of the wheel so you know. And so here's purple, white, red, orange, yellow, teal, blue. So I like this lighter blue better because I think it pops better on this table. I also like purple too, but for some reason it's not like popping as much as I want today. It does pop a lot better when it's dark. So I have different colors for different things. Also, having colors in the background for those who like to do product photography or video or even live streams with a theme, like this is great for that. Also, for instance, if you're shooting for a specific brand and their colors happen to be green and blue, like Puget Systems, I would change it in the back to just honor their colors. It's just a nice, easy way without having to get up, switch things around, move things around. So I really love LED lighting in my videos for this reason. It just really adds character and dimension. And okay, I showed you before what it looked like. Now, this is what it looks like without. And this is what it's with the light. And now I'm just gonna throw on that practical lighting in the background one more time. And yeah, so it just, oh, that's a little too bright. Let me bring it back down. So these lights, you don't even need to be over 5% even. Like this is probably like even 2%. But my camera will adjust too. So it'll go down as well. See, it just went down already. So yeah, but this is just like a nice fun way to like add different colors to your set. I also love the fact that it holds my PC. It's not on the ground, it's actually in the casing. It allows me to also put things on my desk, and there's also a shelf down here as well. And then there's these little hooks. I don't know if you can see it, but there's these hooks. I can put my headphones on there. I put my newer bag full of like reflectors in here as well. And you can honestly hang whatever you want. And then I can put things on top. So it's a corner desk. I actually just use it more for a background. I don't really work on it. But I have another desk up here, and then I have my little stool here, but it allows to give me more depth. So when I'm shooting, I'm not just against a plain flat wall. I like to add dimension. And knowing that this is an L shaped, I'm able to add things closer to the front or back to cover things. I just feel like I'm more in a spaceship now. Like it's like more of me. So that's my setup. So if you're interested, it is 40% off right now, which again, like I was telling Ricky earlier, it's really hard to do Amazon Prime Day knowing that I want to talk about my favorite stuff that I've actually bought myself and used, and it happens to be on Prime Day deal. Like that's the best of the best of the best, you know what I'm saying? So, and first of all, this is like getting tangled, so I'm just going to take it off. Like it was matching my ring, but I needed to probably take one of the chains off because it keeps getting tangled with each other, and I don't like that because it's just messy. But I'm just going to like, I'll put it on my little chain thingy right there. Okay, cool. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions about this table because I definitely got it at a much bigger price. And it's available to you now at 40% off. So if you're looking for a computer desk station, or just as I'm using it right now as a background, truthfully, more than an actual desk, it's a really, really nice one. And honestly, the light strip on it and the ability to have your power cords on the top of it add for a really nice ambience as well. So yeah, I'm going to go back to the comments because I realized I went off on a tangent, but at least I was on a tangent for the right product this time. So I will give myself a pat on the back. Oh my gosh, awesome! Peter says, followed your recommendation list for a grant project and the equipment worked out great. Awesome, I would love to see what you got. Was it easy to assemble? Nelson, it was so easy to assemble. I think they gave you all the tools. There was an Allen wrench, but honestly, the standard Allen wrench worked. But it came with the Allen wrench, all the screws. I did have help from a partner, but at the same time, like, I think the only thing that was kind of the hardest was like getting it. Well, not even that, because what the delivery person put it against my window, and then I was able just to like drag it and put it on its side and drag it into the house. And then I just opened the box immediately there instead of dragging it into the room to make it less heavy for me. So X-Acto knife, open the box. It literally fit like a box the size of my table in front of me. It was like, I don't know, what is this? 36 by 20, I think. Like it was a very decent size like box, like a desk box, like a personal desk box. And yeah, I think we've got this up and running within like 30 minutes. So, well, maybe an hour. Because I didn't do as much of the building, so I will say that I can't take credit for that. But I will say together we were able to assemble it in an hour. It was more about figuring out where we wanted to put it, on this side of the wall or that side of the wall. But I will say, we had it against this side of the wall for the longest time, and I thought that's where it was going to be. But we decided instantly, let's change it around. You do need two people to do that though. So I will say that when you're moving the desk around, the one caveat that I wish that would change is it's two separate boards. So I don't know if you can see it, but there's a line right here because it's two boards that were sitting on top of each other underneath the railing. So this line right here, I wish they didn't really show that line, but I get it. That's the reason why they needed to do that. But because there's a board there, and because my PC is like freaking like 75 pounds, you can't pull one side without breaking it apart. So you need kind of somebody with you, or just don't put a PC in there until you know exactly where it's going to go. Or if you're going to move and relocate your desk, just be mindful that if you move it, the boards could come across on top of each other. So that was the biggest, like, oh, that's kind of cheap versus like, oh, look at the high quality build of this thing. So I was like, this is my background anyways. You can't really tell. It's not something that I'm focusing. You all know now because I'm very transparent about everything, but like I'm covering the line. I don't know where I was going. I'm mirroring myself, so I'm like, oh, okay, I'm on this side. But yeah. Okay. Oh, awesome. They didn't have the Panasonic G85, so I got the 95 and loved it, as well as the Tascam Mixcast 4. Yes, love that as well. P.S. For those of you who are looking for something comparable, but maybe don't want a 4-person podcast, Rode has that too. They have a 4-person as well, but this is their Streamer X. Actually, I'll just show you. It wasn't on Prime Day deal, but I'm just going to show you anyways. This is the Rode X Streamer. So, you know those little HDMI video capture cards I keep telling you about that are like $15 now? So that's what this would be. But there's 1 and 2. So instead of like having everything hang off your USB-C dongle, like the capture cards and everything, this is another way to streamline it. So you're able to control the video, the audio, and like plug this in and make it kind of like customizable to what you want it to do. But there's headphones with a 1/4 inch and also 3.5 millimeter. And then you have like a HDMI through and an in. So you're able to fire this back out to the monitor, which I have, which I'll talk about in a second. Charging, and then you have 2 USB-C. Also, another feature of this is you're able to connect Bluetooth wireless audio devices. So it's kind of still new, and when I was downloading the beta version, I think the Mac version was the beta and the Windows was the PC version was the one that they already fully supported. So I'm trying to like ask about how to get this up and running with even an iPad, but I'm not quite sure if it actually works with the iPad. So waiting to hear back from them before I can talk about this a little bit more. But yeah, that was the Streamer X from Rode. It's new. It's allows you to put up to 4K video capture and quality audio on the go. But I would probably utilize this machine with my MacBook Pro. I don't think it actually works with my iPad, which is what I have here. But yeah. Yeah, Richard, come meet Nikki. You're so sweet. Just looking at all the comments here too, making sure that I got everything. Because again, I am streaming on YouTube and Facebook. So if you are coming to join me, please join me on the Amazon Prime as well. This location right here. Instead of saying it out, I forget that I've already created these overlays last year and I can still utilize them because my URL doesn't change. But yeah, that is that. Oh my gosh, I've already gone for an hour and a half already. I'm supposed to go live at 7 again. Hopefully you guys will rejoin me then. This was just really supposed to be like, but do you guys like my graphic though? Hold on, let me just show you my graphic. Isn't this cool? I literally took that so it's like here and it's like meta at the same time. But like, I was like really excited about that. Not gonna lie. I did that literally 5 minutes before I was going to go live, though, so that's why I was a hot mess earlier today, and I didn't know exactly, I didn't even promote this stream. I like did all the things, I created all my lists, I put it all together, I made descriptions, I even did a rebrandly, and I made a short link, technicky.info/primeday23, and I did all that, but I had not even put it out in the world like I was going live. So hopefully those who are finding me are just randomly finding me on Facebook, YouTube, Amazon because of other products and then just tapping in. But please make sure you hit follow. I will be live again at 7 to 8, which is my normal syndicated time of live streams. I hope to get back into my live streams every Tuesday. So if Tuesdays from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is still a good time with you, then it's a good time for me. But I also just like live streaming in the daytime as well. And because I'm at home most of the time, working remotely nowadays, it's kind of easier for me to go live during the day. But I always I don't know if people are at work. But then I realized people are in different time zones. So I'm not quite sure. But there was one thing I wanted to talk about for this live stream ahead of time. But, okay, cool. Thank you to the people who are clicking on things. I see you. You're amazing. And, oh, yeah, that's a good one too. Okay. Oh, man. I don't even know which one I want to talk about. There was like another... this one. Okay. Okay. This is a Prime Day deal. The Samsung S27 R650 or the R65 series. I just got this baby in and I kind of want to just show you what it looks like, but I don't want to have to redo everything. Oh, I can take off this camera. Oh, let me see if I can do that. Oh, it's attached though. Let's see. Let me see here. Hold on. I just really want you all to see what I'm seeing. So let me see if I can like do it. Hang loosey. Go this way. Go this way. Aha. I kind of could see it like this. Here, let me see. If I tighten it here, and then if I bring the ISO down. Okay, here we go. Let's see. And then I can move the screen so you can see it. Okay, cool. I think you guys can see that. All right, so this is cool, guys. All right, this is cool. All right, here's my split view. Boom! So this is my Samsung S27 R65 extra monitor. Shout out to my partner who got this for me. I'm just like super thankful that I get to do what I do and do what I love, and I have like so much support, being able to turn an entire bedroom into my studio. Like this whole room is technically mine. Like everything in here is like decked out in terms of like gear and tech and just being able to showcase like everything. So this, what you see on my right side is actually what I'm seeing right now on this monitor. And it's right behind my camera. So this is the camera that is shooting me straight on, but this is the monitor in the back. And what I wanted to do is to have a monitor that would be able to hook up to a full HDMI, which my Lumix GH5 has, which I absolutely love, and be able to turn it vertically. So it doesn't say it as their main feature, but I feel like companies and brands need to start doing that, because I was genuinely looking just for a really nice and like budget friendly like monitor, as an extra monitor, not too much to be doing editing on, but just to see myself when I'm like filming things. So this is exactly the monitor. I'll show you what it looks like too. So actually you can see exactly what I'm seeing right now. So over here on the right side is my overlays. This is my HDMI 1, the top left of the 6 bottom squares. I have my split view on right now. And then you can see my comment sections over here now. Like I got my, I like you. I can't read, I don't know what that means. And then you can see like my YouTube comments as well. And then what I can do as well is program out. So if I do program out, you'll just see exactly what you see right now. So I have a split screen selected. You see the split screen on the screen. So that's what that is. So I can take off that though. But I can do this while I look, so I can see the comments on a bigger screen. Like that. But yeah, like this is like my new obsession, is having an extra monitor so I can see myself better, make sure I'm in frame, make sure that everything that's in the frame is meant to be in the frame. We don't see any things that are inappropriate, or maybe just like, oh shoot, I just left it open and forgot that it was there. But yeah, I absolutely love this monitor. It's on Prime Day deal. I personally wanted to get it because when I shoot vertical content, for instance, I just hook up my camera to a very long HDMI cord. Granted, there are things like Axoon that have wireless video transmission, which you can use, but there is somewhat of a lag time between those. So I don't know if I need that right away, but I will say just knowing that my frame is there, and it's a cheaper version than using a wireless video transmission, by the way. So if you get like a monitor, this monitor actually goes vertical, so I'm able to hook up my camera when I'm at a vertical, and then at the same time I'm also able to watch the video on my screen at a vertical. So it definitely has helped me in my content creation. I have literally a desk and I have 2 different setups now. So when I want to edit full on documentaries, I am on my other side, my other station, my sit stand desk, because I'm like editing for hours, so I want to be able to sit and stand. But when I want to do a live stream, now this is my background and I don't have to move my camera from one end to the other. I have my monitor behind my camera, so it's like that's my computer monitor. I can see myself. I don't have to rely on this tiny flip out screen. I also don't have perfect vision anymore. Surprise, surprise. But I'm able to like see everything in frame how it's supposed to. I know that this is where you'll see at the very, very end, so that's okay. And then I have my camera on my favorite tripod like attachment of all time, the Ulanzi. It allows me to go 360 any angle that I want from the same direction, and I know that when I flip my camera on a vertical, it's everything that I want to see in that frame as well. So it's been really, really awesome to just be able to have an extra monitor in my life, hook it up to my camera, full HDMI cord, and how I'm able to do this is with the YOLO box. I'm attaching the camera to my YOLO box, but there is another full HDMI out that allows me a through input from the monitor to my YOLO box. If that was just rah, 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 jargon, I'm able to just see everything through the YOLO box. I'm able to hook up what I see on my YOLO box monitor to a bigger monitor, and I'm also able to program it where I only see what you all are seeing. So if I think, for instance, I think this is what everybody is seeing, but it's actually not what I'm seeing, that also helps me as well. Like sometimes I'll be on like a different angle, like this angle, for instance, or this angle, and I think I'm not in this angle and things are happening, and I'm like, oh no. So I'm able to do different kinds of angles and see it on the big screen. So this is that monitor that I'm talking about right now. It's on Amazon Prime Day deal. If you're looking for an extra monitor, this is like a 1080, like an everyday essentials kind of monitor. You can totally edit if you want to. I'm not quite sure about the whole color editing part of it, but this does go vertically. So I love the fact that I got this strictly for the reason of having a monitor that can go from horizontal to vertical by just rotating it. So this is that monitor. And if you're looking for a monitor that's like an everyday essential to add to your like content creation or your desk station or anything, like it's really good. Like I love it. So far it's been really easy. I didn't even look at the instructions. It was plug and play. Just plug it in to an outlet, plug in my full HDMI. I can see whatever on my camera, on my monitor. I can see whatever's on my YOLO box to my monitor. So this was like a really nice solution to all of that. But yeah, so I would say like that's kind of where I want to end with like my first live stream. But again, please hit follow. And if you have any questions, let me know, because I'm here kind of just taking up space. But if you have questions about what I should cover in my evening stream, let me know, because I'm really, really excited to just get going on that live stream and just fixing like any kinks or anything that happened earlier. Because what I can do now on YOLO Box, which I absolutely love, is just duplicate the stream. So all my settings, all my audio settings, all my video settings, all my overlay settings, everything will be duplicate it into the stream tonight. So if you're like, hey, it would be greater if you started louder, or if the audio for the pre-roll was a little lower, like let me know. I can adjust it. So when I go live later on at 7 tonight, I'll be able to like just start with a bang. And I might even make a tea again, because I will say, you know, some of my favorite Prime Day deals aren't the ones that are on the homepage sometimes. It's like, those are like nice to have if I have like extra cash in the bank. But I'm also looking at everyday essentials, things that I use every day, that if there were to happen to be a deal, I would get it right away. So that's kind of the theme for everything in my carousel today. But I just couldn't help but notice I got this monitor 2 weeks ago, and I'm just loving it. I love how light it is. And again, just the ability to go from horizontal to vertical is just like why I would get it in the first place. And I'm glad it's not one of those monitors that like are over like a K, like 1K. It's like, it's an everyday essential monitor. It's not a 4K. It does the job. It's a really great assistant for those who want a bigger frame when they're doing photography or video work, to just make sure that it's in the frame, and making sure that either vertical or horizontal, you have everything you want in the shot. So I give this like my blessing. So great deal that it's like Prime Day. Again, it's always sad when you do Prime Day because you realize the things that you got weeks before is now on a deal. But hey, I love it. I absolutely love working with it. And so if you're looking for an extra monitor, this might be one to look into. Not for bells and whistles, of course, but strictly an everyday essential. But yeah, oh my gosh. But I think I'm starting to wrap up. Oh, ooh, it says, yeah, okay, yeah. So this was my muse bush, like the little appetizer to my bigger stream later. I definitely will focus a little bit more on all the other products that I didn't go over today, with the little reintroduction of some of the ones I've already talked about. Sometimes I feel like I load my carousel with products that are on all Prime deals, because I may not be talking about each of them individually, but if you find one that you like when I'm talking about it in my carousel, that's strictly for you. Granted, if you want me to talk about certain products that are in my carousel, I absolutely will. But I think I will cater tonight's a little bit more to all the other ones that I didn't talk about, minus some of the really, really, really good deals that I absolutely think you should buy, versus the companies that were smart not to participate in the Prime Day deals, but just to discount their prices anyways. I see you. But I guess the biggest thing from today, outside of the monitor, is if you're looking to live stream, again, the Apple iPad 10th generation's looking pretty good, 15% off. Again, Apple doesn't really do a lot of deals, and I actually don't promote a lot of Apple products because I'm a Samsung user, so you know this is real, like, awesome. Just being able to have an iOS system that allows you to go live on Amazon if you want to get started in Amazon live streaming is amazing. And again, like the Samsung T7 Shield, the biggest deal right now is the 4 terabyte capacity SSD at 53% off. However, if you're not looking for 4 terabytes, and if you're not looking to spend over $100 on like a SSD, if this is your first one and you want to give it a try, they have other sizes and capacities as well. For instance, the Samsung T7 Shield, the one I just clicked on, this is 1 terabyte. It's under 100, 53% off. It doesn't have all those big flashy letters because you can tell what products Amazon wants to promote. But again, if you don't need 4 terabytes, if you're utilizing this strictly as a vessel to transfer content from one like computer or one device to another, I even utilize it for my phone. So when my phone gets all like there's too much like photos and videos on there, because I shoot in 4K on my phone as well, because why not? I literally just use a USB-C to a USB-C cord, and it hooks up like an external hard drive. I put all my memory and like the cameras on photos and videos on here, and I'm able to like have my phone back, because after a while when you have your phone completely clogged with photos and videos, you want to be able to back that up somewhere. So being able to have like these small devices that are super fast to go in between one device to the other, to like offload for a little bit, maybe you want to say to sort later, but you can't do it in that moment because you need your phone, and you need your phone to be like full capacity to take additional photos and videos. This is a nice way to offload your photos and videos in a snap. It's also a great way to bring programs like Adobe Premiere or Final Cut Pro on the go, or even like Photoshop or Illustrator, because those take a lot more application systems. So this is really good. I would say like I might even cop another one. I don't have the Shield one per se, and that's the latest model. I have so many T5s. I absolutely love the T5s. The only reason why I skipped over the T7s is because my friends who had it with the ID print, it wasn't always 100%. And when I hear that, it's like anytime when things are not 100%, especially when it comes to protecting your memory or your memories or moments, like I get a little like worrisome about it. So, but this is the T7 Shield. So it's the brand new one that is 53% off right now. Again, the 4 terabyte at less than 2 is like 53% off. I usually am not allowed to say prices, but all I'm able to say is percentages. But right now, that's a good deal. I can say it's a good deal because I have gotten my T5s at that price for like 500 gigabytes or 1 terabyte of space. So you're getting 4 terabytes of space, processing power. Believe it's 1,053 megabytes read and 1,000 megabytes per second write, which is like really fast. I mean, fast compared to like most. I will say I've had faster, but I will say this is like everything you need for when you're shooting straight to an SSD card. If you have, again, a Blackmagic Pocket 4K, 6K camera that instead of your SD cards can now record on SSD drives with capacities of up to 4 terabytes, talk about shooting 4, 6, 8K with ease versus maxing out your 512 gigabyte cards. For your SD cards, also costing more expensive because they're so small. So yes, SSD cards are just the way to go, not only for external memory, but also for transferring speeds, also for storing, and also just for everyday essential things. So that's something that I definitely really like. But those are like my top 2 deals, I would say, out of everything. Like, even though everything in my carousel is a deal right now because it's like a percentage off, I would say that's been like a worth it deal for me. And obviously, like my travel kettle, it's not like it's considered like a Prime Day deal, but I will say this again has my heart. We made tea together today. We had a whole journey. We had a whole moment together. So if you're looking for a travel tea kettle too, this is also my worth it item. But everything else in my carousel, like I've used, absolutely love, can talk to you more individually about it, like if you like to after this. But I'm gonna make sure I promote my live stream at 7. If those of you who are watching miss like the majority of it, no worries. I will be having a live stream back at 7 p.m. The the short URL in my Instagram might change, however, because that was specifically for this specific live stream. It wasn't to my Amazon page. It was straight to my broadcast. So just make sure you check that out. And oh my gosh, thank you to everybody for contributing to over 5,000 likes. This is insane. This is really cool. I'm just gonna like screenshot it on my iPad because I know how to now. This is awesome. But to everybody in the comment sections who left comments and left love, I appreciate you for finding me in the middle of the day. Thank you for resharing my links, reposting that I was here, for like contributing to the likes and the view counts and the clicks that I have on my items. I just really appreciate you. I wasn't expecting anybody to come on again, and I think when I go in with the least expectations, I just come out gaining so much more in terms of gratitude and just like the joyful feeling you get when you get to connect with people over things you love. So I just really appreciate you all taking what's like almost 2 hours. Oh my god, you guys. Over 2 hours of your time to just be on the stream, especially if you've been here from the way beginning to now. And shout out to everybody on YouTube and Facebook. Again, thank you for following me there. But tonight, when you rejoin me on Amazon, please go to this link, amazon.com/shop/Nikki Sun. It'll be a way easier viewing and buying experience for you. Again, supporting me, purchasing items from me and my stream at no extra cost to you helps benefits and supports my channel at no additional cost to you again. So the products are not more or less if you purchase from me. However, if you do purchase through my links and my stream, I do get a little commission. So I just want to offer that as a disclaimer. But thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Don. Don says, welcome back. But yeah, and thank you, Richard. Thank you so much for always operating and taking care of the stream. And I will see you all again at 7 p.m. tonight if you decide to join me. But thank you. This has been Nikki Sun with Tech Nikki speaking. And I will see you at 7 p.m. Standard Time. Oh, wait, no. 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tonight for Prime Day. But thank you all.